Hello my friends, welcome back to the garden. Many of you have been curious about homegrown fruit gardens. You asked me to share my experience with growing fruit trees in pots. So in this video, I'll continue showing the fruit trees I have grown here. Not in a big piece of land, but right on my balcony and rooftop garden. It's amazing that we can still enjoy fresh fruits grown by our own hands. Growing fruit trees is a little different from growing vegetables. With vegetables, it's enough to make sure the plants grow healthy and green. But fruit trees need more than that. We must learn how to help them bloom with flowers. And then, we have to care for the fruits until they ripen beautifully. I hope this video will give you the basics of growing fruit trees. Let's take a quick look at the fruit trees I shared in the previous video. Because not every fruit tree can grow well in pots. Some need more space, while others adapt beautifully to containers. Through this, I want to share something important with you. That is the key to success, choosing the right fruit trees for container gardening. In the previous video and this video, I listed more than 20 types of fruit trees that can be grown in pots. Now please see the details. This is the full view of my home gardens. I have 2 balcony gardens, one on the 2nd floor and another on the 3rd. And above is a rooftop garden. For more than a year, every video I have shared with you has been filmed right here. Each corner has its own beauty, and together they create a small but meaningful green world. Once we know which fruit trees can be grown in pots, the next step is to understand their growing cycle. Some fruit trees are short-term. They grow for only one season and give us fruits quickly. For these plants, a small pot is usually enough. But other fruit trees are long-term, and they live for many years. They keep growing bigger, season after season. To support them well, we need much larger pots. The right pot helps the roots spread and keeps the tree strong. So choosing the right size of pot is just as important as choosing the right plant.
Mấy đứa ơi, đi lên đây, đi lên. Wow. Đây. Vườn đẹp chưa? Vẫn chưa chín mấy. Con này cũng to nhỉ? Đây. À, chúng đây chín nhiều này này. À, chúng đây chín nhiều nhỉ? Này. Này. Bỏ giỏ. Này. Chúng đây bứt gần hết rồi. To nhỉ? Rất to đây này. Hãng nhỉ? Này, này to hơn rồi này. Này to hơn rồi này.
The next thing you need to understand is the flowering season of each tree. This season decides the quality of the fruits you will harvest. If a tree produces fruits out of season, the taste is often poor. Because every fruit tree has its own climate and timing that it loves. When you know the season for harvesting, you will also know the season of blooming. This simple knowledge helps you prepare better for the blooming stage. And when the flowers come at the right season, the fruits that follow will be healthier, sweeter, and more abundant. Soil is one of the most important factors for the whole life cycle of a fruit tree. The soil must be rich in nutrients, loose, and well aerated. I have shared many videos about how to create the right potting mix. If you have not watched them yet, I encourage you to take a closer look. Because soil is not just the place where the tree stands. It protects the roots and allows them to breathe. It also provides the nutrition that feeds the entire tree. When the soil is good, the tree will be strong and full of life. Many of you often ask me, what kind of fertilizer do I use for my trees? As you know, this is a small home garden. So I always take care of my plants with organic methods. I raise fish to collect nutrient-rich water for irrigation. I raise chickens to have natural manure for composting. And I also recycle kitchen scraps and dry leaves from the garden to make compost. When you garden at home, the very first thing to think about is health. That is why I never use chemical fertilizers here. But beyond compost, there are a few small natural tips you can try. For phosphorus, which helps roots and flowers, you can burn banana peels into ash and mix it into the soil. For potassium, which supports fruits, you can soak banana peels or wood ash in water, then use it to water your plants. These small natural methods are simple, safe, and work wonderfully for a home garden. They allow us to feed our plants with care while protecting the health of our family. Sunlight is one of the most important gifts for fruit trees.
Đây quả nữa này.
When you design a garden, always ask yourself, does this place receive enough sun? Because sunlight gives plants the energy they need to grow. It helps the leaves create food through photosynthesis. It also strengthens the branches, making the tree stand firm and
Chín
healthy.
trắng đẹp rồi này. Này là chín nữa rồi đấy.
For fruit trees, sunlight is even more important. It helps flowers bloom fully and fruits ripen sweetly. Without enough sun, the tree may survive, but it cannot give you the best harvest. When a plant starts to bloom and form small fruits, this is a very sensitive stage. It will decide the number and the quality of fruits later on. For short-term plants like gourds or cucumbers, you should do manual pollination. Sometimes, natural pollinators are not enough to ensure good fruit set. For perennial fruit trees such as mango, jackfruit, or orange, you don't need to interfere much. But when the fruit is still very small, it is easily attacked by insects. Even a tiny sting can cause the fruit to rot or drop off. So you need to protect them, either by bagging the fruits or using natural methods. This way, your efforts in caring for the plant will not be wasted. Besides the basic factors we talked about, there is another key to a successful harvest. That is the habit of checking your plants regularly. When you spend time observing the leaves, the stems, and even the soil, you will notice small signals the plant is sending to you. Maybe the leaves turn yellow, maybe the soil dries too fast. Or you might see insects appearing earlier than expected. These little signs are like the plant's language. If you pay attention, you will know what it needs in that very moment. And when you respond in time, you save the plant from stress and damage. This habit may look simple, but it's the secret to keeping your garden healthy. I am not a gardening expert. I only started this journey a little over a year ago. But with love for plants and for my small garden, I keep learning every single day. Books, articles, and even my own mistakes are my teachers. With these small experiences, I hope to share a simple foundation for growing fruit trees at home. And I know there is still so much more to improve. That's why I truly value your thoughts and feedback. Together, we can grow not only plants, but also knowledge and joy. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you again in the next one.